And welcome back in, everybody, for another episode of Shoe and Tell with Sam Wise. And today we do have the most premium and prime time of the prime times. You know, we do have general releases that come out on multiple platforms, and there's literally thousands and thousands and thousands of pairs of them. And then we have some that are, you know, very limited stock, even if they are on multiple platforms. And there's reasoning behind the higher pricing. There is reasoning amongst why they are rated top dog when it comes to comfort, quality, and all around why somebody needs them in their wardrobe. And say otherwise, then it is utterly clear you more than likely have never possessed or worn a pair. Needless to say, today we do have the Yeezy 350 Volume 2 FLAX, and I do like to call them yet another pair of the coconuts, because coconuts, as I have stated, practically the most elite colorway to put on the feet. Now, these originally released on the 30th of September last month, and the retail was $230. I did cop them off JD Sports, and it did take me 15 minutes in the queue. I was 15 minutes in line, then spontaneously let me in. My size, crazy, and I recovered them. Now, the cost has obviously gone up with the economy, with materials, everything that you can see. Cost of literally everything has gone up. Dunks, Jordans, Yeezys. So, I mean, it's not a surprise. But we obviously know this is a collaborative shoe, Kanye and Adidas. We know, and I can speak this right now, there's no breakage, there's no fabrics that are sticking out, there's no chips of paint, there's literally nothing wrong with the inside, there's nothing wrong with the outside. All the materials, they are softer. The fabric, it's laced to an extent where you see more patterns than a Nike. The laces, they are thicker. You don't have to worry about going back and forth so much. I mean, the shoe standards grow higher once you have a pair of 350s. And however, once you possess your first pair, it's just like it's a game over, because you feel above and beyond the Dunks, even some Jordans to an extent, and the comfort overruns any other sneaker model on the entire market. And once again, if you say otherwise, then you more than likely have not owned a pair of these 350s and worn them on a consecutive basis. There's easier breathing material all around the shoe, easier to take them on and off, and you have a valuable heel tab that you never see on Dunks, obviously. You never see on most Jordans. They may have a fancy, heel on the back, but it's not a pull on and off. And not only that, but these, in my opinion, they look better even with a, plain colorway. When you look in detailed, you'll see the stitching is just, my word. It takes quality and time to do that, especially with the materials. And on the bottom, you can feel that EVA foam right there. And that's the key to the comfort on the Yeezys, whether it's slides, 350 foam runners, whatever model you want to put out there. Flawless victory. And I'm a big New Balance guy. Love them to death. 2002Rs, 5740s. I can rock any of them. 990s, whatever you want to throw in front of me. And sadly, they even run second to Yeezy 350s. So if I'm saying that as a heart and soul, wore them in the 4th grade, New Balance 991s, then, that's the brutal, honest truth about the Yeezys. And 99% of people don't have these in their wardrobe. The price is, well up there, let alone it's merely impossible to cop a pair of fresh ones when they do launch. So I really don't blame those if you don't have one. But if you did have one, you would then say, these coming out, I really don't need them. These coming out, they aren't really much compared to how I look or feel when I am wearing some Yeezy 350s. And, you have to try them out if you ever want to speak against them. Otherwise, if you haven't, then don't say anything. Those who judge have probably not worn. And the overriding of quality in literally every brand and every shoe model that is in my wardrobe, and more than likely those who have Yeezys in their wardrobe, they can probably have Jordan 4s, Jordan 11s, you know, Dunk SBs, Dunk Low, Pandas, whatever shoe you really want to name. Fresh Good 2002Rs, whatever. And no, they're just not as comfortable as these. It's sad, but it's true. And I'm not going to lie to you about shoe feedback. And the Yeezys are declining, some of them, due to some past Kanye issues with the Gap and with Adidas, and how they're trying to end the contracts. And now that he has bought over a social media platform, the same
I'll be damned,
was said, responsible for, Washington and shootings and Trump and all that. But I'm not a really big politician. I'm a shoe guy. I'm a musician, So I stick to that. I just like to info about any sort of confliction that may be with the stock value of Yeezys and a shoe brand, but they definitely are going to be running lower as time goes on. Once Kanye officially dips out, I'm sure he'll develop another sort of brand, and his true fans will go on towards that. He'll try to strict Yeezys out of Adidas, and the name Yeezy won't even be in Adidas, if I had to presume. So, definitely heat on the feet. And the hottest of this week, arguably the hottest of the year, definitely the most comfy in my wardrobe, and I can't even lie, and there's over 40 pairs. And no doubt, I usually rate 5 out of 5, but this is a 6 out of 5. It's a BMS, as they would say back in the days, breaking my scale. That's what it is. I mean, there's no denying it. Perfection. And there is only facts spoken here. So, comment what you think of some Yeezy 350s in comparison to other shoes like the Jordans or Dunks, even 2002Rs. And this is going to be a banging next 2 months. So, shoe and tell will say I'm wise.